bring light to the truth. And sometimes it's, for some people, very valuable to avoid that. And then things like that happen.
You know, one of the things that I've been thinking about at Facebook is how to make it so that the people who use our services and want to get more news content can do that. You know, in Newsfeed, primarily people come to the service to connect with friends, to get updates on people's day-to-day lives. There's a lot of news content in there because it's so important. But there's a lot of people who have a demand to want more news. And one of the things that's really worked over the last year or two is we've launched this watch product for video. So that way people who weren't getting all the video that they wanted in Newsfeed could go to a place that was a dedicated space to get video. And because that has started to really grow quickly, and that's a lot of the video that now people use through our services, we've decided that there really is an opportunity to do something like that with news as well. But rather than do the typical thing that I think Facebook would have done a year or two ago, just say, you know, have some engineers and product managers internally say, okay, we think that there's something to do with news, let's go build what we think is best. I want to try to build this in a more consultative way, where we go around and we talk to the folks who are the experts in the field who have been doing this work to work out what the principles of this surface should be. So I'd love to spend some time talking about that with you today. You know,
But can you concretize a little bit what your plans are? I mean, whatever Facebook does to strengthen journalism is very much appreciated by the industry, as long as there is some sort of fair model, either that it is possible for the publishers to really have direct access to their consumers, and really build that customer relationship directly with them, and or to have a fair revenue share. I think these things are absolutely vital, because otherwise, if Facebook is transforming step by step into a publisher itself with its own curation, then of course that, I think, as I said, creates a very unpleasant dynamic. I think also in the long run for you, because then people would say, well, with at the moment 2.2 billion customers worldwide, it cannot be you to decide who gets which news and what is good news and bad news and fake news and serious news. So I would be really interested how concretely you want to do that. We know instant articles, some publishers contribute, others don't, because they say there's no upside in it for us. What is now the new project? Perhaps explain a little bit.
Yeah, so let me go through some of the principles that we're starting to think through, and I'd love to discuss them in more detail.